Rebel Vice say, real no fuck. Say the talk show, real no fuck. Hey, make sure say you tune in, 9 p.m. the show I got done. Alright, tell them say don't go jack, don't go, you can't maintain. Lock them chick if you can't the membrane. Me toxic, we make the blood drain. Cut it up plate, to run by your lane. Walk off your boy, make the deal on a play. Them to the clip up on a fire waste grains. Song get rap like chain in a spin. Joe Rebel Vice talk show, yeah. Watch yourself when you talk to me, so. Yeah, we have configure. Tanya, no care where you live.
Get ready to pack your coolers and roll out with your friends. On Saturday, May 29th, the Lion Center gets turned up as Coalition Entertainment and AI Rentals are going to take you to the next level. Next Level is K-Man's ultimate summer kickoff cooler event featuring the best in 90s and early 2000s hip-hop, dancehall, and soca. With music by Coalition Sound with DJ Lynn, Scatterhide, and DJ Nico. Sound Revolution, Adam Force, DJ Joshy Vibes, and Selector Renegade. Ladies, roll out early. Doors open at 7 p.m. Must be 21 to party. You can purchase your tickets exclusively on eventpro.ky. Tickets are limited due to COVID restrictions. Special early bird tickets are only $20 till May 1st. Pre-sold tickets are available for only $25 or $35 at the gate.
You can meet me at the party.
Saturday, May 29th. It's time to take it to the next level.
Big up everybody from the top of the list to the base of the list. It's the girl Tanya Black, and it's another episode, live recordings of Rebel's Voice. Thanks for tuning in. And if you're tuning in late, please subscribe to the YouTube channel so that you can get notification every time we put out a video. Okay, we have Selector Slingshot, two-time world Clash champion from the 6 from King Turbo, is here tonight to talk with us for a little bit, find out what's going on in the King Turbo camp and what's on the menu for, you know, DJs and stuff for Selector Slingshot at the moment. He will be in the studio approximately, you know, in the next 10 minutes or so. So we have 10 minutes to gather yourself together. Go ahead and as usual, grab yourself a drink. I have myself a drink. And if you smoke, you grab yourself some smokes, but get yourself comfortable and relax because it's about to be a good time around here. Okay? So once again, from the top of the list to the base of the list, hit the share button as soon as you come in to the studio. Hit the share button, invite a friend, invite family. It's about to be some good time around here. Let's see. Shoshana, big up yourself. You're already in the studio. Big up yourself. Thanks to see you. Thanks for your support and everybody else who is here as well. You know, Seth, while we wait for Selector Slingshot to forward to the station, while going in a sound system culture, Father Natty, Snow White, New Jersey sound system, had his 50th birthday party. Congratulations on reaching your 50th. Right now, the things there, 58 is a big thing. You know, with everything that's going on, congratulations for the Father Natty. I used to call people father, call me an old gal myself. So 50th celebration. It was a good night. Sounds like Rootsman from Toronto was here. Big up yourself, Mobster. Rootsman from Toronto was here. Ranger put on a good show. You know, you have to go back to Team Torment page and watch Snow White's 50th anniversary if you missed it. I had a great time. The review, I wrote a review and it's in Sound Clash Culture Review if you want to read it. It's also on my Instagram page at one Tanya Black. So you can read it and see what my opinion is anyways of how the night went. Scene, let's see. Who are the sounds that were on the booking in the first place? The first person I think that came out playing was Empire Sound, and they had a mad energy. They look like they came prepared for war instead of a celebration. But I love the energy, and I know say me coming like Queen of War anyways, a war sound clash. So that was a perfect energy for me. Big up Marvin Empire. Um uh Observer came after played afterwards. It was a good show. It was all right. I expected some badass rhythm and all of them kind of things. Pardon my language, but I was satisfied. I was still pleasantly satisfied with Observer's performance. I saw some mumbling going on about the UK sounds playing first, but obviously they played first because of the time differences. It was no setup thing. It was all about a celebration, and it was all about vibes. I totally enjoyed myself. Um, the sounds to me though that took the night were Poison Dot. Poison Dot come out, courtesy, come out. Him look like you can tell him have a clash coming up because he was ready to kick off some face. And it actually felt like the dance just started when Kirkesy came. Kirkesy came and started playing. It was a good vibe. The energy was up. They set the standard for the night, and all the other songs try to keep up. Mikey Spectrum was there. That was one of my favorite performances as well. Mikey Spectrum, they put on a good show as well. Ricky Turbo, and I'm not being biased because it's Ricky Turbo and he's from the Six, but him shell the dance. That was a nice entertainment package. I loved the performance and everything. And coincidentally, King Turbo is in the house tonight. Slingshot is in the house tonight. We'll be talking to Slingshot a little bit later, maybe about 5-10 minutes. So sit tight. What else are going on right now? Apparently on Liquor Thunder and platform, Lock and Key, Sound Clash on Saturday night. It was a lock off, and I think it's Yard Vibes, but they will be advancing to the finals. So look out for that. This Saturday coming up is the next episode of Sound Clash on Lock and Key, on the Lock and Key platform. Okay, so on the lookout for that. Everything when me a chat about is on Sound Clash Culture Review page. All the flyers are all on my IG page as well. So if you want to keep up to date and keep informed about what's going on in sound system culture, make sure that you're following me on IG and make sure that you have liked the Sound Clash Culture page. Once again, check out Team Torment page on Facebook, also on YouTube, to check out the Snow White 50th anniversary. It's worth the pre. Definitely worth the pre. Tech Nine was on War Report this Monday. War Report seemed like them do a USA tour right now because King Frogger was on the week before, and now Tech Nine was on this Monday, and I believe Earth Ruler may be on next Monday. Don't take my word for it. Go to the pages, check out the flyers, and see who's up on Rough House Business on War Report on Monday. Tonight is Alan Brando's birthday, so big up yourself, Alan Brando. Happy birthday. Keep up the energy and the vibe. One more year, pandemic. No. What's hot in reggae music right now? For me, what's hot in reggae music right now is Jabalanche. Me never hear about this Jabalanche before until a few months ago. So I was pleasantly pleased when I heard the music. So me I gonna play one of Jabalanche song right now, and maybe in the comments you can let me know how you guys feel about Jabalanche. See, let me run to my Serato. I can't see this. I can't really see the screen right now, but me I gonna run it same way. obviously I'm not doing the song no justice because the music is low right now. Now I know what I go on with the Serato thing. I saw that thing I set up sometime. So let me restart it. You see it. I saw no know say me are no real DJ, you know. Because I would have known this stuff from before. Not true. Waiting on Slingshot to enter the screen. I could say what pre now. It's no switch. Nope. Jaja. Big up Jabalanche. Me like Jabalanche. Me no know about anybody else. Me say it a run at on WhatsApp anyways. In here is really hot right now and I haven't turned on the AC as yet. So kind of sweaty. Not a big deal. Anyways, while we wait on, as usual, I'll be cutting all of this out in the edit. So big up everybody who's patient enough to stay with us, and big up everybody who is going and coming and to check to see Wapri. Slingshot will be here shortly. I'm sure that he'll be here shortly. But no things are going. As you guys know, I don't know if you know, anyways. I'm blocked on Facebook again for another 30 days. Yeah, I've been reported again. So my Facebook is blocked for 30 days. You're entering. Give me a moment. Let me send you the link again. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to send you the link again. These kind of something, you can't know what's going to happen at all. Every week there is technical difficulties that you never know is going to happen. So bear with me. Let me send it through my email. Jaja. At least this week I'm not having a fit. More relaxed. Wagwan. Take everything one day at a time. It is what it is. Can't really fuss and go on. I don't know what's going on. I'm sending you the link again. Mm. Try the link and all. See if this works. It's working for me. The link worked for me. I don't know what kind of phone you have. I'm going to run another commercial. In the meantime, hopefully he's in here by then. No stress.
Get ready to pack your coolers and roll out with your friends. On Saturday, May 29th, the Lion Center gets turned up as Coalition Entertainment and AI Rentals are going to take you to the next level. Next Level is K-Man's ultimate summer kickoff cooler event featuring the best in 90s and early 2000s hip-hop, dancehall, and soca. With music by Coalition Sound with DJ Lynn, Scatter Hyde, and DJ Nico. Sound Revolution, Adam Force, DJ Joshy Vibes, and Selector Renegade. Ladies, roll out early. Doors open at 7 p.m. Must be 21 to party. You can purchase your tickets exclusively on eventpro.ky. Tickets are limited due to COVID restrictions. Special early bird tickets only $20 till May 1st. Pre-sold tickets are available for only $25 or $35 at the gate. Saturday, May 29th. It's time to take it to the next level.
Big up, Sashana. Every week I have technical difficulties. I don't understand. I just logged in. Let's log one. Jaja. Jaja, give me strength. Yippee! It's working. So with no further ado, we're not going to wait. We're not going to wait anymore. We're going to bring Mr. Slingshot to the screen. Scene? Well, go on. Rotted. I had damn internet. It's not even us, it's the internet. Well, go on. Are you stuck on the screen? I think you're stuck on the screen. I think you're stuck on the screen, Drew.
What on there?
The internet. I don't know how to live a foreign. All on the internet are wobble. No, man. We don't have to go deal with Rogers. Them internet issue you want to have in a big foreign don't look good. This is supposed to be happening in the islands. This is supposed to be happening in the islands, not in my six. You good? Well, go on.
Well, I'm here, man. You don't know, you know? Long day, see me.
It looks so from morning you run up and down, and you still are run up and down.
Yeah. But it's all good, you know? It's all good, man.
Of course, we're alive.
Eh?
We're alive.
Yeah, well, that's it, man. Especially when it comes to music, you know, you always have to be available to help promote the thing, you know?
Well, I thank you very much for accepting my request to be here tonight. Everybody want to hear from Slingshot anyways. A bunch of things afloat around. Plus, you have a wealth of information that I want to know. Me no business with the rest. More get the information out of you that I feel that needs to be out there. Like, you know, I try to write down questions today to ask you, you know. I couldn't do it. I started writing down questions like, how did you get into the music business? At what age did you start? Let me just ask you that. It felt weird because I kind of wrote a bio on you.
Okay. Well, I started playing music like when I was 11. So from them time there, you know what I mean? I've been interested in the music, the family. I got a whole bunch of people in my family have sound system and these things. Plus, I mean, growing up in North America and New York was like just, 8 hours away. I used to go to New York all the time. So I got to hear those DJs back in the day, you know what I mean? So like the Grandmaster Flashes and all these guys. So I took up the interest in playing music. So like when everybody's riding their bikes or playing tag or whatever, hide and go seek, I'm there trying to mix on my play school turntable,
Play school, they had a play school turntable?
I had a play school turntable them time there. You see me? So I'm just trying to emulate what I heard on the radio with the Fantastic Voyage program with Ron Nelson and these things when the hip hop, like a world famous Supreme Team, hey DJ, let's play that song, keep me down. All them tune that I was around for. So it's from them time that I started playing. Well, from them time that I was interested in the music and the DJing more so, and then I try to take it serious as time progressed.
How was your first party?
My first party, when was it or how was it?
When was it? What was it? When was it? How old were you?
My first my first party was when I used to play with a song called Black Magic in Malvern. Chris Adams, Soulville's son, Chris Adams had a song called Black Magic, and I was at Pearson as in grade 9. And then he recruited me to play the song as a young youth. So them time that I was playing like freestyle music, like Trinier, them kind of thing, the cameo and all that stuff, you know what I mean? So that was like 80, 87,
Really?
around
So
them time. Then Malvern.
so wait a second. I thought your first party was for yourself.
No, no, no. I played before that, man. Yeah, I played before that, man. I was like a young you coming up, you know what I mean? My first dance that I put together like was at my grade school. I was the head of the dance committee, the music, you see me? So I was in charge of playing the music. That was in grade 7. You know what I'm saying? But my first let's say basement dance kind of vibe house party was like 87 with Black Magic.
Is that the same Black Magic that is out now? Or is that something?
No, 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 different. This is from this Black Magic is from Malvern.
When did you start? When did you guys start King Turbo? This part I'm afraid of.
Mm. Why?
Because I
Why?
don't want Ricky to cuss me later. So
Cuss you about what? This is facts. A
we
man
want
can't cuss you about facts.
we want to know how did King Turbo start?
Well, I started King Turbo in Pearson. The concept, um, the word, the name, everything was it conceived at Pearson. So I went to Pearson with a tool, Huey. So they're all in my class. So them time that when I started the song, I was playing, like as I said, I was playing with Black Magic, but I wanted to do something that more reflect the culture, right? So growing up, I'm listening to like Stone Love, Kilimanjaro, Bodyguard, Inner City, Roadstar, them so Gemini, them sound there, you know what I mean? So I was like, yo, there wasn't a sound for all ages them time there that was like that. All ages DJs here in Toronto, they were playing everything, but there wasn't like a reggae song for all ages. So I said I wanted to do something like that. So I created the name King Turbo. The King comes from King Jamis, right? And then as a youth going to Pearson, I used to go through Malvern Town Center and there was a Radio Shack there. So in the Radio Shack, there was a video game console called Turbo Graphics. And so I took the turbo from that. So we the original flyer says King Turbo Graphics because I took it from the video game console. You know what I'm saying? So when I came up with the name King Turbo, 'cause them time that I was the only one playing music in the group as a DJ. The man them were around, but I was the only one really taking it seriously on a level, you know. So um, I said, yeah, I'm gonna create a song. Oh yeah, okay. What are you gonna call this song? King Turbo. Nah, guy, I don't like that guy. So them up here disrespect them. I disrespect the name. You see me? So, anyways, I hold the name, and I said that's the name I'm gonna use. It's my song, so that's the name I'm gonna
Hey,
use,
who was around when you
right?
created the song?
Eh?
Who were the one who were around? Was like what's his name? Suspense and them around those times or no?
Um, for King Turbo, yeah. So let me. All them Monday was around. Ricky, Suspense, they were all there. You know what I mean? Suspense is the actual one that told me he didn't like the name, but I'm I'm my son, so I can name whatever I want. You know what I'm saying? So that's the name I went with. And then we all, well, not all of us, but some of us worked at Pure Later. So there was an artist that was an art student at Pure Later Courier. So I said, what I found out, what I observed is that all the flyers that were coming out at those times, every, depending on who created the flyer is how different your song name would be. Like Carla Bana will have something different from our next person. So I said, you know what, just like you have Coca-Cola, you have McDonald's, you have, they all have their trademark, they all have their logo. So I asked the virgin Chris, that's his name, a Pure Leader, to create a logo for my song. So that's how we got the logo. So no matter where or who was on the flyer, I make sure they put the logo on there so you can see a million different names, but then you see the logo. You know what I'm saying? So
Always.
that's how we start.
So you started branding from day one.
Right, right, exactly.
Well, don't
Yeah.
charge me for the King Turbo on your screen. I try to ting. I
It's
try to
all good, man.
replicate that first one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, man. It's all good expression, you know.
Yeah, man. So where did you take it from there? Where do you guys take it from there?
Okay, so to back up a little bit, before I even did the logo, them time there, when I was doing the sound thing, me and Ricky used to DJ. So I used to collect records from like 1981, 82, right? So when I met Ricky, I was already collecting records like grade six. I'm talking like Dana Dane. I'm talking like the Get Fresh crew. I used to go to New York and get the 12 inches, Ladi Dadi, and them thing that I was into that because I was listening to Fantastic Voyage program and the next brother on Sunday that played the freestyle music, right? Dave Dance music on 88.1. So I used to collect. So Ricky hung around with me, so he got interested in that as well. But um, so partying or whatever, I'm buying tunes. So we're going down to Eglinton West. He's following. He's buying tunes too. So we start DJ like like Papa San and Stitchy and them on the. So we start DJing, and it's just involved with the music, right? So in any case, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna bring out the song. I'm gonna bring out the song. This is the concept I've had. I'm gonna bring out the song. So I decided to keep a birthday party at my parents' house in Malvern. So it was like a basement thing, right? To celebrate my 18th birthday. So uh so when I linked Ricky, I said, yo, I'm gonna keep a birthday party. So who's playing the birthday party? I said, we are. Cause we've been playing we've been playing music like in each other parents' house and one. I said, this we gotta step it up, man. So I kept the birthday. Them time that is when I won the Big Daddy Kane contest and all them
Yep.
thing there. So I'm like, yo, this is a prime time to keep a party. You know what I mean? To pop off the song and start it off right as a young song catering to the high school crowd. So it was my parents' house, and it was my birthday party. So the dance was October 21st, 1989 was the first time we actually said, yeah, push it out.
I was at that party.
Who was at it?
I was at that party.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. I know, man. You were there, man. You were there, so
Were
you
you?
know what's popping. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that night. Yeah, I remember that night. I remember the Big Daddy King contest. I remember that night. But after that after that party, did King Turbo blow up?
We became, well, partially the popularity was because of the Big Daddy Kane thing, right? You know how it was back in high school, man. It was crazy. It was crazy.
So you
But
were a hip hop. You were a hip hopper. You were really a
I,
hip hopper first.
no, not really. I listened to everything, but I was more reggae, right? I was more reggae, but why not? You win the contest, you know what I mean? I was a
You're a
dancer too. You know
you
that,
were
you
a
know?
dancer.
Yeah, I was a dancer, I was a rapper, I was like all these things, but it was all in music, you know? Yeah.
So after the Big Daddy Kane contest,
Eh?
after the Big Daddy Kane contest, after the birthday party, where did King Turbo go?
So the next party that we did was Ricky's birthday party. So that was my party was October 1989. Ricky was May 1990. So from there, we kind of from my birthday party we got encouraged because at that time there was no kids our age doing full reggae dance. If you wanted reggae, you'd go to Barry Culture. You know what I mean? You go to Black Roots. You see me? Stera Chase. Them man, if you want reggae, you know what I mean? So us as youth would have to go to those dances if we wanted like the hardcore, authentic thing. But then we created that space for our generation, you know,
Right.
with our dances. Yeah. So
Which one
Ricky
of
was,
which one of them
hmm?
sound did you guys emulate from like the Barry culture, the Soulville? Which one of those sounds would you say you guys emulated, if
Uh,
emulated at all?
I wouldn't say we emulated any of them. We well, I'll get to that part, but it was more listening to King Jammy's, you know, them sound the inner city, the juggling aspect of Roadstar. You know, those are the songs we really listen to them time there. You know what I mean? We're just getting to know the circle of the Barry cultures and the Black Roots and the Grandizer and the Network Sound and Roadblock and them and the, you know what I mean, Radication. And we're just getting to understand the flex with those sounds. But what we did before we you know, so anyways, it was a phase of my dance, then Ricky's dance, then we did a dance at Prosperity Pathway in Malvern as an all ages dance. And the amount of people that came to that house, man, outside was ram. People, because we used to go to all the high schools, man. We used to drive off to all the high schools and check everybody, you know what I mean? So the whole of the high school crowd came to the dance, right? And the sound system mash up and said, you know, so we said we had to do it again. And the same thing, you know what I mean? So we knew from there we had something going on. And then there was a long period after that where we didn't really have any dances, really, because we're young, you know what I mean? We don't know nobody. We're trying to get into the, you know what I mean? We're trying to get into the big man big woman league, but them time that we didn't know anybody. So there was a long time where we weren't doing anything.
So you're saying like the Soulville them wouldn't let you guys play?
No, they wouldn't. None of them, man. They're not gonna let us. They're not gonna let us touch their
How
needle, much less.
let
Yeah.
you guys come in the party to lock you guys
Yo,
out?
I used to have when I used to go to Berry Culture, man. I used to have fake ID, cause you know you had the gate, man.
I let you guys in when none of the
Yeah.
adults were there. I just let you guys in. You with your pencil and paper. I don't know. He'll be back. Technical difficulties. We're too excited. Sound system culture. Give us that energy and that vibe, and we can't help it. But Slingshot will be back in the virtual studio with us in a minute. We have a while to talk, so sit still and enjoy the moment. Let's bring back. Oh shoot, I erased that too, huh? But he's back in the studio right now. I'm gonna add him back to the screen. No, 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 no. I'm getting you a router.
I don't even know what
I'm
popping
getting
that.
you a router. I'm getting you a router. This is crazy.
I'm good, man. I'm good, but you don't know us all energy work,
Yeah, so they wouldn't
Yeah,
let you
so
guys in the
anyways,
party that they can. Yeah.
they didn't know us, man. We're little youths them time there, you know what I mean? But we took like before we even started anything, we studied all these guys for like a year and a half, 2 years, just going to the dances and studying how long does Moose play the record? What does he do after he play? How does he crossfade? Okay, what is Pancho saying? What is the crowd reacting to? Okay, so if they play this song versus that song, what's gonna happen? Okay, so how long does it take him to take the record off and put on it? So all them thing that I used to go to Barry Culture and just stand up. I wasn't even there to dance with nobody. I was just right in front of the, you know how it go. We were right in front of the DJ booth, stand up like this. As he played a song, I turn around and watch and take note, right? So I did that with everybody to see
Mhm.
what their strengths are and what we can do to build on that. You know what I mean? Mm,
So let me ask you something. Um, did hip hop help you, like
of course,
with the mixing?
of course.
Because
I
you're
grew up with
definitely,
that.
yeah, you're definitely one of the best mixers out there. I'm
Mm,
putting you with Scratch.
respect,
I'm putting you with Scratch and them guys. Like your thing is up there. It, you know,
respect, respect.
your
Yeah,
mix sick
yeah.
like that. You know, it's not a
Like,
lot of people out there that can do that. So how did hip hop help you become a better reggae DJ?
well, as I grew up on hip hop, man, like the old school hip hop, DJ Cheese, Cutmaster DC, Cash Money. I used to listen to the DMC DJ competitions and all that. So growing up in Canada, we had all sorts of stuff like hip hop, pop music, rock music, reggae, whatever. So I think living in Canada played a role in general in how I performed, right? I wanted to be something that our generation could relate to. I didn't want to be like Barry Culture and them Monday
Mm.
because they had their generation that they were working with. We had our generation listened to hip hop. We listened to NWA. We listened to Public Enemy, Run DMC, all of them, right? And we listened to them time the Ninja Man, Shabba, Pinchas, and all that. So I wanted to do something that we can, as our age group, can relate to. So that's why I incorporated like the scratching and the wheel up and mixing quick and all those kind of things just to keep people engaged. Them time their
You were
mixing quick wasn't they weren't doing that.
that kicking turbo. How did that
Mm.
become a classic?
Um. So with that now, um, again we're trying to figure out what we can do to be different from the other DJs, right? And
Mhm.
songs. So growing up again with hip hop, I used to listen to the Fantastic Voyage program at Ron Nelson on 88.1, and they used to have like remix competitions and all that with those hip hop songs like Sound Rebound, Manifest Destiny, Chic Dynasty, TKO, Powerhouse, all those guys. You know what I mean? So I used to listen to all that, and then I used to live close to my high school, Pearson. So I used to walk and have my Walkman them time there. You pop in the cassette. And then one of the songs that I used to listen to was Supercat Mud Up. I used to listen to Mud Up, but on the B side of Mud Up, Supercat had this mix. Fresh in the trick, this ain't no mix. You mad boys, you what wild Apache.
Hey,
What wild Apache. And I was like, yo, them time that I didn't have the song, but I'm like, yo, I need to, you know what I mean? That caught me. So I remember when we were living at Markham and Eglinton, and the idea came back to me. I was like, yo, because them time there was no Renaissance, there was no Black Chinese and nothing like that. No remixing was going on in the dance hall, them kind of way there. So I'm like, yo, I remember the Super Cancer, let's do a remix. And then we start brainstorm what we should do and boom, 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 boom. And then we played the remix. Them time there was basement dances and used to tear down the basement dances. Crazy, crazy, crazy. And then from there, so that was the Punani Rhythm remix. And then we say, okay, let's do another remix. Them time there, okay, so we did one. We know what to do to tweak it up. So we created the remix that at the beginning, it was our bad man, rude boy tunes, right? So the man them bo or whatever. And then in the middle, we call out the areas. So then all the areas that are there will say bo bo bo. And then we go into the gal tune them at the end and just fuck up the place. You know what I mean?
I'm laughing because you look behind you.
Yeah. My daughter, you know. Yeah.
So let me ask you something.
Mm.
Who was the big were you around for the Zone 1 era? Were you a
Was
part
I
of
around for
were
zone
you a
one?
part of the Zone 1 era? That's what I'm saying. I have to ask it. I have
Zone
to.
one? Zone one came way down the line, man.
I know, but were you a part of that?
Yeah, we clashed in zone one with we clashed Jaro and Super Fresh in zone one.
Because who
I
was
was
playing
at the
Jaro?
Jaro and Super. Yeah.
Who was playing Jaro at the time?
I don't remember their names, man. I don't remember their names, to be honest with you. But
Who was
Luciano
playing
was there too. He actually
Luciano
came on
was there?
stage one. Eh?
Luciano was
Yeah,
at
he
Zone
came
1?
on stage when we were playing. Yeah. So when we were playing, Lord, I thank you for the blessings in tonight. Luciano just come on stage and just do a one knee. And I was, yo, the place pull up.
Dance all
And this
night.
is Jaro. This is when we're clashing Jaro. This is when we're clashing Jaro. Jaro singer came up on the stage when we were playing that tune there. And we have to pull up that. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
History in Zone
Yeah,
1.
man. Yeah. So I've been around for Zone 1, man. Zone 1 is like early 2000s or something like that.
I know I have to ask those kind of questions though, because I really need to go in the future and in the past. Let me ask you, who are the big sounds that you would call the foundation sound? Give me 5 foundation sounds that you would say is the foundation sounds in Toronto,
In Toronto.
in the 6, or in Canada.
Foundation.
Yeah, the foundation
Foundation. Well,
would say were the
uh,
cornerstones.
okay. So this is for when I talk about foundation, I'm talking like the people that we saw doing it. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? That I look at and I say, yo, I
yeah.
would have to say Barry Culture is a foundation song. Soulville, my first Guinness, Chris Adams, that is Lloydie Soulville's son, give me a Guinness for the first time at the basement dance. I'm like, yo, what the hell is this? I just spit. So Soulville at 81 Horseshoe, where they used to keep their dances, foundation song. I have to say Sturgraph, Spunky. You know what I mean? When they brought Ninja Man to concert hall, is a foundation song. Black Roots is a foundation song. You know, and I always have to put Stereo Choice in there as well as a foundation song. Then I have to say Bigger Boss because I saw Bigger Boss doing this thing in Mississauga before I was really doing anything as a foundation song. You know what I mean? Then I can go into the hip hop foundation songs.
Who was Big About? Was Big About
Eh?
playing upsetter at that time?
Bigger Boss was playing Bigger Boss.
He was playing his own sound.
Yeah, so he was doing like yeah, basement dances, man. I'm talking like when Astrolight used to be around. I'm talking like when Ocean 11 used to be around in Mississauga.
That
You know
was
what I
when
mean? So yeah, so he used to do his thing from them time there. You know what I mean? So that's when like Kid Foreigner first come out with Body Tune Up and all them tune there. You know what I mean? So Bigger Boss was around from them time there. So his foundation, man. You know,
okay.
High Tech is another song. Foundation.
The
You
reason why
know.
I asked you that is because I'm gonna ask you where do King Turbo fit in the in chronological order of the foundation sounds and the new breeds, where does King Turbo fit in?
Well, in terms, if somebody was to say, categorize the song, we come after them Monday, right?
After the
We come
foundation
after,
sound then.
yeah, we come after them. So in terms of the 90s kind of energy, we're the foundation song for the 90s, right? So like Black Reaction came later, Super Fresh, Red Flame, Delta Force, all them song that from the 90s, because our energy was different from the Barry Cultures and those guys. They still did their thing, but it's just our energy was different. You know what I mean? So as for foundation song, yeah, because we've been around for a long time now. So yeah, we're a foundation. So people look up to us. That's how we looked up to, Barry Culture and them Monday. So 90s with the foundation song for that era.
And who
And
would
where do
you
we
say?
fit in?
Yeah, where do you guys fit in?
I think the song is fluid. We're like water, man. We transcend through decades. You know what I mean? Make the adjustments, and I have to give thanks that people are still interested in what we've done. You know, I can sit here and say me, but it's a collective. And that's the facts, right? It's a collective that we put our minds together, and we've done some amazing things in this industry in Canada. We set the trend. So many like clubs. There was no song playing clubs before we started going downtown and play clubs. When we first started playing the
Get
club,
beat up about that a lot in sound system culture about going
yeah, yeah,
downtown
yeah,
Toronto to play. Let's fix up the speech about going downtown Toronto to
yeah,
play.
man, no, man.
People always say on the left the dance, King Turbo left the dance hall and go downtown and whatever,
Mm.
whatever. What was that like? How did you end up downtown playing music? Because they
Um,
wouldn't even let you guys in the clubs before.
no, we weren't. But you see, the thing is, just like Eminem has that song "Lose Yourself in the Moment," the opportunities that were given to us, we capitalize off of that. Because
Mhm.
then before we even got to playing in the clubs downtown, we started to do dub club with Great Dane. So like the warehouses them, and it
Mhm.
became we became so popular in the east. It didn't matter where we went, all the east end came with us. So then someone hooked us up with Heavens, which was Opera House downtown, and said, you know what, we want to bring that energy of the east and all those people downtown. So we said, all right, music is music, just throw us anywhere and we play. So first time we went to a club downtown, the owner of the club said, okay, he came to us and he said, okay, when you guys go on, I want you to play One Love and Red Red Wine. Those are nice reggae songs. So, so them time there, me I talk about special guests. I'm talking the whole of Markham crew and these people, Malvern, everybody's there to listen to us. And forget about the rest of the DJs that were there. So I just look at Ricky look at me, and we knew whatever, brother. By the time we start beat some tune like ooh this shit, them time that trying to get to you, Richard Stevens just came out, fresh vegetable, and we start beat them tune there. The energy from the basements we took downtown, and what ended up happening at first, you could see the owner was getting scared because he wasn't used to the salute and all these things. But what ended up happening that his bar
Sold
sold
out.
out. So then now you start, okay, could you bring those DJs from back, so and them time there, when you went downtown, the beer was like $3, like 250, three. And so people that were used to buying beer in the basements and the warehouse for $5, they're buying out the bar. You know what I mean? So that's how it happened. Our people came, supported, and they started to ask us to come down and play more. So yeah, we used to get the King Turbo Ray Ray, but look now, eh? Everyone's fighting to play downtown. But what I'm saying is that we're fluid. We can play downtown. We can play in the basements. We play at the warehouse. We play at the halls. We played everywhere, man. So it's a blessing. We're not stuck in one little thing.
Really, that's true. That's true. So let me ask you something. Whose face have you kick off in a Toronto? Give me a kill list for T that. More I know everybody, 'cause everybody always going like them. I'm King Turbo's biggest fan. I don't care what nobody says. There's not even you, Jackie, if you're watching this right now, not even you is a bigger King Turbo fan than me. So I want to know the kill list. So when people are chat, me can
Mm,
say, give me some people where you kick off them face in a
mm. Um, Let me see now, man. I have to like think about that. Got enough songs, enough times we clash, man. Red Flame, um, Heavyweight, um, Reaction, Black Reaction. Um, then we had like the multiple sound clashes. We Love Child, Black Supreme. Uh, we kick off Black Cat's face twice in Toronto. Gemini, um, Desert Storm,
no for them.
some, eh?
Almost everybody.
Yeah, enough songs, man. Like you know what? It's like a basketball game, man. The list is long, but you win some, you lose some, but we're fortunate to win more than we lost.
See, who was your favorite kill?
Toronto song
You care
or
always
just in general? Eh?
in general.
General?
Yeah, in general.
My favorite would be Mighty Crown and Addis
You clash Mighty Crown and Addis where? Never do that research there.
in Polzer Street, down by the docks.
Did you win?
Oh, yeah, mean man.
Hey,
Yo, yo, yo,
sometimes one year to your mouth. Did you win?
yeah,
So
man.
you beat King and
Yeah, man.
beat Mighty Crown. King Turbo has beat Mighty Crown before. So it's okay for King Addis to say when them say, oh, we beat King Turbo. It's all right. We
Yeah,
them beat me too.
we beat them too. So I don't know that.
I don't know that.
You know what I mean? Heavyweight is another one that I enjoyed because the aggressiveness of heavyweight back in the East, them time that you know what I mean. Eventually, we were gonna buck heads because we were the number one sound in the East, and at one point, the number one sound in Toronto, then number one sound in Canada. Period. East Coast, West Coast. You know what I mean? That's how it was rolling in the '90s for us. But anyways, heavyweight was coming up and they're being very aggressive, and we kind of held it. We didn't do anything until the clash, and obviously we won that one too. So that was gratifying.
So say you can't forward to Rebel's voice, and we wouldn't be Rebel's voice if we didn't ask the questions. We want, how did you guys end up back in to do World Clash? And what was the reason why you took World Clash? The Rumble. Even let's go with the Rumble first.
Okay, Rumble. Jill linked me and said Chin wanted us to be in Rumble, right? And at first, when Jill linked me, I said I'm not gonna do it. I said, man, I'm too old. I don't have no time for no man come tell me about suck my mother and them something. Yeah, I'm not in my 20s again, and I'm busy. So I didn't want to. I said no, we're not gonna do it. Thank you for the offer, though. You know what I mean? But then you start hear people. You know what I mean? Them time that I was new to Facebook really, and oh, what has King Turbo done? Oh, they're irrelevant. All these foolishness. I'm like irrelevant. If it wasn't for us, you guys wouldn't be playing in the clubs. If we didn't clash Black Cat back in the early '90s, Canadian songs wouldn't be recognized them time there because remember said when we clashed Black Cat, Canadian songs were early juggling songs. That's what they used, with the exception of High Tech. but Canadian Sounds were juggling, early juggling sounds, and then we killed Black Cat, and people had to take Canadian Sounds seriously. So when people saying, "Oh, what has King Turbo done? What have you done?" My list is long. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, I said, you know what, Jill? I linked back Jill and I said, put us on the Clash, because I have a point to prove to some of them young sound that weren't around in the 90s and know what was popping before that. So I linked back Jill and she put us in the lineup. So that's why I took Rumble, and I said to the rest of the man them, okay, we're gonna do Rumble. It was no discussion. I didn't say, what do you think? You think we should do it? No. I said we're gonna do Rumble. And they said, okay, you know what I mean? So by winning Rumble, if we only won Rumble and didn't win World Clash, I would still be happy, because I took Rumble just to prove a point to some of these Toronto people, you know what I mean, that weren't there, but they have the most chat. So from there, we won Rumble, and we went to World Clash, and we just did our thing, man. We have a formula, the formula work, you know. So yeah, that's how it started.
Let me ask you something. Were you and Ricky getting along before World Clash? You guys were still a group at that time? You guys were still King Turbo together before Rumble?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Okay, so
yeah. But me and Ricky, in terms of relationship, is different. In them late in, like, when we got back together, the relationship was different from when we were in high school and in our 20s. You know what I'm saying? It's more business. Like, I didn't hang around Ricky or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like we hung around, but when business was to be dealt with in terms of the clashing and all that, we just got together and did what we had to do.
when did you guys even had a split? And why did you guys split?
When we had a split, when we had the studio. So again, I was getting into production, and I said to them, I used to do production in my parents' basement. So the man them say, "Yo, let's build a studio." So respect to BJ and Cecil and them man, they we build up the studio from ground zero, and I took all my equipment that was in my parents' house and pop it in the studio and start doing the engineering at the studio that we had, right? So from there, tension started to fly, because you know I guess people have, a bad day or whatever the case is. You know, at one point it was so bad that Ricky and Specs got into an argument, and Ricky actually um, hit Specs in his head with some foolishness or something like that. So he said, "Yo, brother, this can't work. This whole tension business can't work, man. Number one, people are looking up to us, so we can't be unprofessional. We're working. We're supposed to be on the same side." So I actually fired Ricky. Me, Cecil, and BJ fired Ricky at the studio. Seeing? And then Ricky said, "No, no, no. Okay, I'm gonna change. I'm gonna change." And then I said, "Okay, all right, cool. But you're on a trial."
Noted.
And yeah, I fired Ricky. Ricky can't tell you nothing. I fired Ricky, right? Me fire Ricky.
Did he
And then
pop up and leave? Or was it
no,
just
no,
one
no,
argument?
no. He asked for another chance. So I put him on a trial, right? I put him on a trial, and then in that same period, that was like 2003, 2004. Them time that's when we clashed Bass Odyssey and Bass Odyssey, Little Thunder, and Rebel Tone in Montreal, and we won that. But he was on a trial, you know what I'm saying? Because I can't, when you manage, you've been around for so long, everyone's gonna have their own problems, you know what I mean? But you can't start do certain things, man. So I couldn't put up with that. None of us could put up with that. So that's where the first ring in his mind is like, okay, these guys actually are gonna fire me. Yeah, if I had to pick with sanity and cutting my losses, that's what we decided. But we gave him a chance. So, anyways, the studio thing, you're working your own business. It just wasn't working out, man. Too much long hours, too little bit of money, and too much chefs in the kitchen. So we kind of packed that up, and then from there, everybody went their separate ways. Nobody, me, Specs, Jamin, Cecil, BJ, Atul, we all got it, except for Ricky. For whatever reason, whatever he was doing at that time, what's going through his head, I don't know. I don't know what his life was like. I don't know. You know what I mean? But even when we clashed Mighty Crown and Addies, you know what I mean? It was like, well, before I even get to that. So, anyways, at one point, I was a middle person between that group there with Specs and these guys. I was a middle person I'm always trying to, I'm always trying to make things work. Even when there's a problem with
Can
somebody,
I
I'm
ask you
always
a
trying to
question?
make things work.
How
Eh?
did Specs? When did Specs? Do you think that Ricky felt like you put Specs before him when he was there all along? Was that the
Can't
problem?
think that. He can't think that, man.
Why
He
not?
can't think that because because life experiences that we grew up together. You know what I'm saying? With your own eyes, your own experience. You're going up the trenches with somebody. You see um how you live with somebody. You know what I'm saying? In sense of a day-to-day linkage and all these things. You know what I mean? There are so many things that a man can't say that, right? A man can't, he might feel bitter about that. But at the end of the day, I can't have any fighting going on. There's too many sounds fighting us outside of our group for it's not like it's one situation or two situations or three. It's just multiple things going on. Multiple, and it's coming from the same person. You know what I'm saying? And it's just bringing everything down. You know what's going on here? No, we can't have that, man. So whatever uh, reason in his own self in which he feels bitter, he caused it on himself. There's no time and place where somebody can say, "I did him wrong." You know much times I help Ricky, huh? You know much times I say, "Yo, my Ray and Ray," right? Much times where even
You're
when we came back together, much times me personally, help this guy, and for him to turn around disrespect everybody, the man them didn't have to bring him back. He didn't have none of the dubs. We had the dubs. He never. The last time
how
Ricky
did
spent
he get
money
the
on dubs,
jobs?
the last time Ricky spent any money on dubs was in the 90s. You get me? Most of the dubs where Ricky played don't have his name in it. He wasn't buying no dubs. A tool bought the dubs. A tool and Specs bought the dubs. And we were doing our own thing with the Mighty Crown Clash and Addies. Ricky wasn't there. But then the man them say, yo, Ricky's suspends link Specs and say Ricky wants to change. He wants to build back the relationship. I'm like, yo, I haven't spoken to Ricky in like 10 years. How do you know he doesn't want to just get the dubs and then fuck off and do whatever he's doing? How do you guys know that? No, guy, I went to go check him, guy. He's different. And everybody, one, go check him and suss him out. And, oh, yeah, he's different. I'm the last man, I'm like, yo, I don't trust this guy. How do you know he doesn't want to just get the dubs from us? No, trust me, shot. Trust me. So, on the strength of the man, them, I said, okay, I'll come into the circle and sing Kumbaya with everybody else. Seeing, but things started to, I started to see different. I started to see holes from early. You see me? But I'm a team player, and we sing Kumbaya and all these things until we couldn't sing Kumbaya anymore and ignore the foolishness. Take time, disrespect everybody. Then everybody gone about their business and leave me alone with this guy when I'm telling everybody that I don't trust him. I'm the last guy to come in. And out of the strength from everybody else, I'm coming in out of their word, and then everybody left me with him alone, and now he has the dubs, and now he's doing this and that with all the dubs without authorization from anybody. Nah, man, I wasn't going to do the second world clash, right? I had enough of it. But Atul said, yo, do the world clash, man. Do the world clash in Canada. Just do the world clash, because it was too much. People think because, oh, he's a good MC, or You know, nowadays clashes, they put the MC in front of the rest of the members of the group, like it's Diana Ross and the Supremes, or Smokey Robinson and the Miracles. Listen to me, it's a team effort. Seeing people for cut out this foolishness about the MCs at the front and then everybody else at the back. It don't work like that on this side of town. Everybody contribute to what we've done. Ricky has contributed. Specs has contributed. Jamin, Atul, me, Ses, BJ, everybody has contributed. And so respect has to go to everybody, not one man. You see me? Not one person. But people like to put the MC at the front, like say, oh, well, if, you know, he's the MC. Oh, fuck that. He's the MC. It's a team effort. You wouldn't have got those shoes if we didn't give it to him. And then and start go disrespect people. Nah, man. Anyways.
Me will sit down and listen for the whole time, you know, because listen.
You know me, you know me, T. People know me from 19 all long. I'm not a person that I don't disrespect people. I'll stand up for myself. But all this foolishness online, most times I want to go online and rip into people, and they're like, people are like, yo, shot, don't do that, man. You know, you're bigger than that. Or the kids are listening. The kids are listening. You know, you don't need to. And I don't. So what that does, it leaves that side to talk all of the foolishness they want to talk, right? Lies.
But
how you own a sound when I fire you? Come on.
The thing is, from looking from the outside in, I have to be the devil's advocate here. Looking from the outside in, to me, it would look like it was all about Slingshot, Suspense, and Ricky Turbo.
But it wasn't like that.
That's who I saw in the beginning. Well, there was Tony and the other guys that hung out at the house too.
But listen, Tanya. That's a key thing that you just said, looking from the outside in. People can look from the outside into many situations, whether it's a personal relationship a person has with somebody, and have their own assumptions as to what it is. But it's between the people in the inner circle, from they have that understanding and know how they treat each other. That is the most important. Looking on the outside in, when people are making their opinions about this and that, I don't care. You weren't there when I create the song. So you guys doing your own opinions about what you feel and how you feel. I don't care. Right? I know, and who knows how it goes. Right? So looking from the outside in, yeah, some people might say, oh, it's, you know, it should be this and that. But the facts are that we have incorporated different people throughout our journey. At the beginning, you might see me, Ricky, and Droopy, Sippy, Suspense, but then you can't take nothing away from Specs. He's done his time. See it? You can't take nothing from Ses. You can't take nothing from BJ, and you can't take nothing from Jamin. No man bigger than no man. That's how I see it, and that's how I ran it. It's like everybody has contributed, right? Everybody has contributed to bring it to a certain level. So I cannot take away the fact that I was here before everybody. If I did that, then I can say, well, I was here before everybody else. So it doesn't matter what Ricky has to say. It doesn't matter what Suspense or Specs I created the song. So it doesn't matter what you guys. I don't work like that. It's supposed to be a family. It's supposed to be a unit, right? So anyways, me and everybody else is good.
So what's happening now with King Turbo?
What's happening now?
Before you even go there, the Sound Clash versus Rootsman. I cried that night. I was so angry that night that I felt like you guys didn't show up for the city, for your fans.
Big up most done.
You guys let us down big time.
Man, T, let me tell you something, man. The pressure for that clash was just immense. There's pressure in every clash, but just the situation that was happening at that point did not allow us to perform at the maximum capacity where people expect us to perform. Because just leading up to that whole situation was just foolishness. It was so unnecessary. If you talk to the promoter, he can tell you play by play what was happening, and it's just foolishness. So and to be involved with so much foolishness and stress, and then you're in the public eye and expect to perform. It doesn't matter if you're not feeling well. It doesn't matter if your energy level. It doesn't matter if you're sick. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how you feel. What matters to the public is that you do what they expect you to do 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, because you're not a human being. You see me?
Yes, we need you to show up for us. We need you to show up for us because we show up for you. We, the fans, show up for you when it counts. So we need you guys to show up for us when it counts. And that
Yeah,
night,
but you see,
and that ran over into World Clash. Let's talk
you
about
see the thing is, you see the thing is, I've been showing up since 1989, man. You see me? I got involved with this situation where, oh, every 5 years, oh, what's a new song coming, and oh, King Turbo is nothing, and we have to defend East, we have to defend Canada, we have to show up, we have to do this, we have friends from 1989. So my record is impeccable. See? So if I get an off day once in a while, I deserve that. Seeing? I can't. I just saw it go. But what you saying now about World Clash?
No. You didn't show up because you were being just like he was. Let's keep it 100. He didn't show up for Roots, man. So you didn't show up for World Clash. So you guys both let us down. So you guys
I
have to
wasn't gonna. I wasn't gonna do World Clash. I wasn't gonna do third World Clash. Nah.
why?
Why do it? Because you see, the thing is, as much as having a title such as that will help people, having such a title as well will bring out certain bad energy in people. And what I saw is the more we won, is the more worse certain people got. Seeing?
The ego.
Yeah. The more we won, the more that came into play. And I don't like that. I don't care. I already won a World Clash. I won 2. Okay. I don't need to win 3. Me personally. It ain't World Clash don't define King Turbo. King Turbo's original juggling song from the 90s. We set the juggling standard in Canada. Everybody else had to follow us. So World Clash is just a chapter in the book. It don't define us. You see
At the
me?
time when you guys entered Rumble, there was a different kind of lineup in the Rumble on the Rumble stage. Do you think that when King Turbo joined Rumble, it encouraged sounds like the Super Fresh and the other big sounds to enter on the Rumble stage?
I think so. I think so because guess what? We I think we draw inspiration in different ways. Some people will look at King Turbo and say, "Yo, rate what the man them I deal with. I would like to be like." And some people say, "Yo, fuck King Turbo. Them man there, if they can do it, I can do it." You know what I mean? So however the inspiration is, yeah, I think, not to say draw super fresh, pretty say, but
It was
I
just
think
it was just a name that I used.
yeah. I just think Sounds looked at that and said, "Yo," just like how they looked at Newbie, right? Newbie win World Clash. Everybody in Canada is like, "Yo, Newbie won World Clash. Yo, I need to get on that." So it puts things in perspective and reality for Sounds that didn't think that, you know what I mean, it's worthwhile or they couldn't get to that point.
See. When you guys brought home, when you guys won the trophy, the world class trophy in New York, how did that feel? Because winning at home is one thing, but winning abroad is another thing. And winning in the Big Apple to get that it's like, it's like they're saying that they welcome you. You're a part of the thing now. It's like, I don't know how to explain it, but how did that make you feel when you guys won the world class championship in New York City?
Man, winning world class in New York and Amazura, just the history of world class and the fact that it was in Amazura. You know what I mean? It's just like, not to say again that world class define who we are, but I'm not gonna take away from the power of world clash either.
Right.
But just the fact that all those years of clashing, all those years listening to World Clash on cassette or video or DVD or whatever it is, and seeing all these songs win World Clash, or that experience, and the fact that we were able to accomplish that in New York City. Cause say New York is like Toronto, man. You know what I mean? Hard to
The
please.
gong.
And
They're like, they'll hit the gong on
yeah,
you.
and the fact that yeah, man, and the fact that we were able to do that there when Chin when we played the last tune, yeah, like something like 5-0. Mattia come up 5-1, 5-2, 5-3, 5-4, 5. I'm like, yo, what's going on here? And we play the last tune and win. The all those experiences that I had, I'm thinking back, way back to all those people. I said, yo, King Turbo is nothing. Or we're better than them. Or what is King Turbo doing? Them man, they're a pop DJ. Them man, all those naysayers I'm thinking about. Yeah, you see it, yeah? We have the trophy. And all those people are saying, yo, like you, Tanya, yo, King Turbo from them time there till now. And all those people that are beating you over your head and say, you don't know what you're talking about. And then you are able to drink out of that
Yeah.
and show them, say, yeah.
We went for
You
that.
know what I'm saying? It's for
We
it's
went
for our
for that
people.
and we
It's for
got
our
it. We
people.
got it for the city, for Canada, to get the
You know
respect
what I
that we
mean?
deserve.
Yeah,
That was the mission.
most definitely,
And
man.
that's how it felt for me. And
Hmm
I'm glad that you guys went there and did that. But what is it like to work with Chin? He gets such a bad name. I do the most sometimes. But I actually look up to
Uh,
Chin. You know that. But how is it working with him?
honestly, honestly, nothing but professional, man. Nothing but I have nothing bad to say about you. Nothing bad. My experience is maybe different from other people, but nothing but professional. But listen, T, my phone is dying, man. I
All
can't
right, and
plug
it's
in.
4 minutes. We're 4 minutes away, and we need more of you on this platform. So you got to promise
With
me right now that you'll be back
mm.
when this thing
No,
is
man, definitely.
well up and running. We're just creating the foundation right now. So we will have
Yeah,
Sling
man.
back in the virtual studio. It is 9 o'clock. 3 minutes to 9. I thank you so much for forwarding. I can't say a come on the stage. For forwarding to Rebel's voice. I appreciate you. I appreciate what you've done for the culture. I appreciate what you've done for the city. And
No,
I
enough
look
respect, man.
to pushing
Nothing
King Turtle,
but positive.
of course.
Nothing
Top
but nothing but positive, man. That's how we
report.
deal with, man. And make sure, hey, everybody, I'm on Twitch tonight, so you guys log on to
Yes,
Twitch at
11
King
o'clock.
Turbo Sound.
11
Yeah,
o'clock tonight. Slingshot is on Twitch, and you can also find him on IG at King Turbo.
King
Um,
Turbo Sound.
King Turbo Sound. It's the one with the red sign, y'all. Because there's two.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the one with the red sign, so you can follow Slingshot at that one. I'll see you in a little bit on
All
Twitch.
right.
You guys can follow me also on Rebel's Voice on Twitch. So I'll see you in a little bit.
Oh, nice.
Thank
Okay.
you,
All right.
Slingshot. I'll see you in a little bit. All
All
right. Big
right.
up
Cool.
yourself.
Cool. Respect everybody. Enough respect. See?
So big up everybody. I thank you so very much for tuning in tonight. I know we had a rough start, and thank God for editing. We'll be able to edit all of that out to see it. We'll be able to edit that out a little bit later, all of that technical difficulties. We look forward to seeing Slingshot, aka Mr. King Turbo, back into the studio another time with us, and hopefully we'll have all the technical difficulties and all the glitches dealt with at that time. So everybody from the top of the list to the base of the list, I thank you so very much for tuning in. If you are watching us from YouTube, please subscribe to the channel. I do appreciate it, and I thank you so much for the support. Please remember that I am blocked on Facebook for another 30 days, so please subscribe to the channel so that you can get notification of when I place videos out or put videos out. Seeing that I won't be able to put nothing on Facebook, I'll be using my YouTube a lot for the next month. So please subscribe to my YouTube so that you're not missing out on anything. And I thank you for being patient and everything. So from the top of the list to the base of the list, big up Jabalanche and his he has new music out right now. So go on YouTube and check that out. You know, don't play it around, you know. So you want dub play it, check it. Jabalanche is the ish right now. So once again, from the top of the list to the base of the list, it's your girl Tanya Black. Thank you so much for tuning in, and see you next Thursday, guys. One love.